Hey guys, it's just me, Lance, again. So Clary Holden, here's my video as promised. I did speak to him on the phone the other night. He was quite upset with me. He said, why didn't I speak to him first before I went about defaming him? And I said, mate, I haven't even gotten started yet. But anyway, here's your chance now. Tell me how it's not a scam. And he said, I don't want to give airtime to someone like you. I said, all right, fair enough. So anyway, here it goes, Clary. I hope you like it. Clary Holden from Fathers' Rights Australia. I'm going to start off tonight's video, so bear with me while I fumble my way through my notes. I'm not a news reporter. I'm not an academic. I'm not Grant Denyer. So bear with me while I fumble my way through my notes. Now, I did do a psychic reading on my crystal ball just beforehand, and this crystal ball has brought down a lot of crowdfunding scammers in the last 12 months. If you've been watching, it's been quite the success, hasn't it? So anyway, this is a news article from this counsellor. Her name is Counsellor Vanessa Keenan. Seems like a nice lady. So I'm going to read you this newspaper article before I get to my notes, so bear with me. I spent much of yesterday afternoon on the phone to council staff looking at options for withdrawing our support for this event after hearing that council had contributed over $2,000 to an event that was featuring the founder of Fathers' Rights Australia, Clary Holden. The words of Clary Holden are not only misleading, inflammatory and divisive, they are dangerous. Mr. Holden's claims that and comments around domestic violence orders and women help perpetuate a culture where women aren't to be believed when they seek assistance in a violent or abusive situation. I don't doubt there are issues with the family court and some men may have been unfairly treated. Yeah, that's true, obviously. But we as council should not support events that promote a community that does not support or believe women seeking help. Very good point. That's a picture of the guy. If you do see him, do not give him any money. Don't let him near your wallet because he will rob you. This is a full-blown con artist, an out-and-out scamming, lying, thieving rat. That guy there, Clary Holden. So now I'll get to my notes. So a membership. Now this has got to set off alarm bells for anybody with half a fucking brain. But what he's doing is he's taking advantage, like a lot of the scammers that take advantage of vulnerable people in a vulnerable situation and they're susceptible to being scammed out of their money because they're desperate. So this is what Clary's doing, taking advantage of men that have fallen through the gaps and haven't been able to navigate their way through the family court to get access to the children. It's really sad. Those people need to get a lawyer. A lot of them can't afford a lawyer. It's really sad. But Clary Holden is not the man to help you. I mean, this is a man that doesn't have access to his own kids, right? So he hasn't been able to get access to his own kids. He doesn't pay child support for his own kids. So he's a deadbeat dad himself, looking to take financial advantage by deception of other fathers that can't see their kids. So this is a despicable man, Clary Holden. Now, I'll tell you what you get for your free membership. This has got to set off alarm bells. For your membership, basically, whatever you want, he's got it. Legal services, performance and life coaching, psychological or addiction support, counsellors, business coaches, financial advisors, educational services, business, career and job opportunities. Basically, it's a one-stop shop. I mean, what sort of financial advice is he going to be able to give people? How to scam? How to run a scam? So don't take financial advice from Clary Holden. You'll end up in jail. Or you'll end up here getting a video done by Lucky Lance. And no one likes that. So anyway, but if you want to pay for your membership, so if you pay $24.99 a month for a membership, you'll get a personal phone call with Clary and a 10-minute counselling coaching session from Susan. So there's a couple of women involved in this scam. I'll get to them in a minute. So for $24.99 a month, you get a phone call. I got a phone call with him last night for free. Just call him. So anyway, let me put that aside so I don't repeat myself. So he's asking as well, he's asking people for a victim impact statement for him to sign up to his class action. Now, we've all been down this road before with people starting class actions that they crowdfund for that don't have any merit and don't even exist. So anyone crowdfunding for legal fees, it sets off alarm bells for Lucky Lance. There's literally dozens of people crowdfunding for legal fees on GoFundMe at the moment, and none of them are going to court. It's all a scam. They just pocket the money. And it's left up to Lucky Lance to expose them. The authorities are too busy with billions of dollars in credit card fraud every year. They haven't got time to focus on these small-time scammers. But Lucky Lance does, with the help of his crystal ball, which is never wrong. Almost never. So the victim impact statement he asked for, which is absurd in the first place. You don't get a victim impact statement for a class action. A victim impact statement is something that you would give in court for a sentence hearing for someone who's done a violent crime. The victims would put a victim impact statement to the court, which would be read out on sentencing for the judge to take into account. Not in this situation, not for a class action. And also in his victim impact statement, he asked for a lot of details on your financial situation. Surprise, surprise. So anyway, he's obviously caught onto this himself. He's since changed the name of his victim impact statement to victim impact assessment, right? So nice try, Clary, sorry. Anyway, so behind the scenes, like I said, behind the scenes, you got two women helping the scam, Susan Sheehan and Caroline Barton. So I'm publicly defaming them, calling them scammers. If that wasn't true, they'd litigate against me, which they won't. See, scammers threaten Lucky Lance with litigation all the time, but they never go through with it because they wouldn't want to give me that platform, an open courtroom to air my claims in open court in that sort of format. They wouldn't want to. They wouldn't want to give me that sort of platform to air my claims in open court on the record, right? So Susan Sheehan and Caroline Barton, they're involved in the scam. He's also got a couple of lawyers. Surprise, surprise. The two lawyers that he's got involved in the scam, one of them was previously disbarred. And no, two of the lawyers that he's got involved, Patricia Merkin and another lawyer who we all know, have just recently been disbarred. So he's got two lawyers that were disbarred for wrongdoing. They're involved. Surprise, surprise. He's also got another lawyer who I'm not going to mention the name of, not just yet, and because he's actually still a practicing lawyer. But there is a lawyer that he's got involved. A lawyer that if you look on WikiLeaks or whatever, you'll see that this guy lends his name to scams all the time because that gives it a bit of makes it valid when they've got an actual lawyer QC behind it. You know, it's able to they're able to use that as evidence that it's legit, right? So more on that in the future, not just yet. You'll have to hold your horses. So look, in my opinion, I'd say what's going on here is Clary's planning on going bankrupt. You see in one of the clauses on his contract that the members will actually be liable if it folds up, if the company goes bankrupt. So I'd say, unless he's a real idiot and thinks maybe this has got some sort of legal merit, I don't think he's that stupid. I think he knows what's going on here and he's planning to go bankrupt and run away with all your money. So please don't give any money to this crowdfunding, scamming, lying, thieving rat, Clary Holden. Right? He's a scammer, a thief, taking advantage of vulnerable men who are trying to navigate their way through the family court, which is really tough, but it's really despicable to take advantage of these men for financial advantage. And what do you call it? I think I'll leave it at that. One last thing, so please share this around. All the people that are involved, share it around with your friends that still believe in this guy. Raise a bit of doubt in their mind. What happens is all we do here is we plant the seed. We plant the seed and get people asking questions, going, "Hang on a minute, what's he on about it?" And then they go look into it further, and then a lot of people will see the light. They become woke, as they call it, and then they stop, giving scammers like this their money. So please share this video around. Warn everyone about this guy, Clary Holden, the crowdfunding scamming rat, raising funds, pretending to do a class action. That's not going to happen. He just keeps all the money. You heard it here first at Lucky Lance, as usual. All right. See you guys.